Creating items in Minecraft is one of the most important actions you do. The problem, though, is that the information you need isn't found in Minecraft. The first time I beat my way through some trees and gathered wood, I had no clue what to do with it. Thankfully, like many Minecraft players, I had a mentor who pointed me to various online forums, communities, and wikis. For many, this is just a rite of passage in the journey of playing Minecraft, but it is mostly just an obtuse way of handling crafting. I do it because I have to, but I'd love for the recipes to be integrated into the game somehow. Even after you find a good resource, it still takes a lot of effort to learn everything. The sheer amount of recipes and items you work with in the game are intimidating and time-consuming to learn. But I don't care. What's here is still more than fun enough to warrant the work, and it also looks pretty awesome. I know, it's not Crysis-level visuals or anything like that, but the aesthetic of Minecraft is endearing and befitting of the world. I love creating in Minecraft, but my gratification is due, at least partially, to the fact that I have to earn everything. In survival mode, you're dropped into a randomly generated world with nothing to your name, forced to gather resources in order to construct food, shelter, and tools. By the time I got my first wooden door, crafted and put up in the frame of my mud hut, I felt a sense of ownership in my first home. From there on out, my mission was clear. Tunnel into the earth in order to get whatever I needed to carve out a fortress in my little part of the world. The fun really begins as you craft items and gain mastery over your surroundings. Suddenly nighttime, when monsters spawn and take over unlit portions of the world, isn't as scary. I mean, it's always a bit scary, but having a sword in hand, even a simple wooden one, instills a sense of power. Like a caveman whittling their first spear or stoking their first fire, building simple tools and torches in Minecraft makes me feel safer, like I'm the master of my own fate. Beyond safety, crafting creates a whole new set of goals in Minecraft. I craft items as I need them, but eventually I started expanding my repertoire to include superfluous pieces. To finish my first stone keep, I had to craft stairs and ladders. Simply jumping up a series of platforms was unbecoming of the king of the land. Crafting slowly became something I did less to survive and more to complete the next big project I set out for myself. Creating panes of glass didn't really give me an edge in my world, for instance, but it did make the viewport of my scale Star Wars AT-AT look a lot more badass. Crafting even gets more complex if you wanted to. You can create tools and buildings, or even elaborate self-powered rail systems, taking you from the Stone Age to the 20th century. After I secured a plot of land in my world, my intentions during a session with Minecraft changed. Each session became an adventure, wherein I would challenge myself to go exploring for the next crucial component parts I needed for whatever recipe I was trying to complete. These self-imposed quests are why I sometimes venture into the Nether, a hellish otherworld, where monsters, who just so happen to drop precious materials, live. Other times I venture into dark caves, donning crafted armor and enchanted weapons so that I can tackle whatever enemies I come across. I don't know exactly what I'll find, or what terrors I'll face, but I do it all in the name of finding precious blocks, and the thrill of experiencing the unknown. That thrill makes every session with Minecraft exhilarating. Sometimes I might end up spending the evening doing mundane activities like farming or hunting food, but other nights I might end up stumbling upon a gigantic, randomly generated mine that's full of monsters and treasure. Of course, adventuring is always better with friends, and Minecraft's multiplayer is great fun if you can get it working. It isn't broken or a completely buggy mess, but it requires a lot of steps to get started, like downloading additional software and reading online tutorials. Still, annoyances and tedium aside, if you have the option to go and play with others, you definitely should. Exploring, adventuring, and building up epic structures is a lot more fun with friends. Besides, if you're going to spend hours of your life building gigantic monuments, you might as well have someone else to show them to. If you're not the type to play with others, and you don't want to earn all your materials, you can always jump into creative mode. In this world, you're invincible, and have access to every item in the game. It's great if you want to, say, create a gigantic Wampa from Star Wars, but it doesn't give me the same sense of reward or accomplishment I get when playing survival. Still, it's a fun distraction. Like any review, my feelings on Minecraft are the result of my experience with it. Maybe you don't thrive off random adventures like I do, or maybe you won't feel the same sense of accomplishment I did when I completed my first house. If not, then you likely haven't or won't enjoy Minecraft in the same way. And that's okay. Minecraft, more than any other game I know, isn't about playing it a specific way. It's an open world, a blank page just daring you to jump in and do with it what you will.